Hey guys! So today we have a video that I wanted to go over because it has been absolutely sweeping the little internet circle that I'm part of on Facebook, and it is a new diffuser. It is called the Xtava Black Orchid diffuser. And so basically I wanted to review it and test it out and see, does a diffuser really matter? Is it really going to change how your hair is styled for the day, how much volume or what you're going to get for the day? Because previously I have always just used diffusers that come in my little kit that I get with my blow dryer. So I've never gone out of my way to buy a special diffuser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a comparison of the old diffuser that I was using, that I just got in just with my John Frieda blow dryer, and then I'm going to compare that to the Xtava Black Orchid diffuser. So first things first, I kind of wanted to compare them on three specific things. So the first one is volume, the second one is drying time, and the third one is frizz. Now what we'll first do is go over the construction of each of these, and then we will go over how they did in those three categories. So here is my old diffuser. It just came with my John Frieda blow dryer. I have been using it probably for about a little over a year now. So here's that one. And here is the Xtava Black Orchid diffuser. As you can see right away, there is a huge size discrepancy here. This Black Orchid is massive. So let's get into the construction of each of them. So basically what a diffuser is a diffuser is something that fits onto the end of a blow dryer that diffuses the air so that the air does not come out in one solid stream, but instead it takes it up and around the cup and to different parts of your hair so that you're not getting a straight shot of air. So on this John Frieda diffuser, you can see there's the cup shape as normal. The air blows right into here and it comes out on the top here through these holes and through these fingers up here. There are little tiny holes all throughout here that the air can go through. So one thing that I had never really noticed prior to dissecting what my diffuser looked like is that there are these very large holes right in the center of my diffuser. So to me it seemed really odd that on my regular diffuser there's holes right in the center here where I really wouldn't want there to be holes. But basically the air travels up and it's probably going to be mainly coming out of these side ones, well, mainly coming out of this straight one right, or these holes right in the center, and then these side ones, and then some air should be shooting up through these fingers here. They're kind of got really small holes that they can go into, so I can't imagine the majority of the air is going through there. So there's the construction of this one. Now let's take a look at the Black Orchid. Obviously, the first thing you notice is how massive this thing is. It was really shocking to me, and I saw lots of pictures prior to buying it, and I still was shocked. So, again, we have the holes around on the inside and the fingers through the top. Now, this is where I started to notice a big difference in the Black Orchid's construction compared to my regular diffuser. If you look in here, you'll notice that there is a hole within the hole that the air goes through here to get to the center, to right here, and then other air is going to still travel all throughout the sides. There's actually just a hollow space for all the air to go through these holes and these fingers. So there's not just one huge point of exit for the air. I mean, obviously you can see there's one area right here in the center, this raised area, that is going to probably get the majority, not majority, but you know, the air goes to where the easiest way out is. And this is probably going to be the easiest way out. However, these holes are not extremely large right in the center. They are a pretty reasonable size, so it's still going to force air through these holes here and up through the fingers. So that was one thing that I noticed right away when I started looking at it, was how this doesn't have a straight shot just out to the outside. Instead, it has two layers that the air has to travel through in order to get out. So another thing, you'll notice that there's different levels of the finger height here. You have some shorter ones in the center, and you got your taller ones on the outside. These have two holes on either side for the air to come out so that it can get out right by your roots. And it's a very deep bowl. So, yeah. So there you go. There is the breakdown of what the Black Orchid actually looks like, how it's actually made. So let's get into the comparison on my three choice things to look at. So first we will start with volume. Now volume is a very important part of the reason why a lot of people diffuse their hair. A lot of times people aren't just looking for drying time, they are looking for added volume. So I have to say, with both of these, I get about the same type of volume. Now the reason being is that this John Frieda, although it's not, although I'm getting a lot of air coming through the center, there still are these fingers here that dry near my roots. I know some diffusers have fingers going up just to hold the hair, but they don't actually allow air through. So for this one, I was at least getting some drying time by the roots already. So for me, I didn't notice an extreme difference in the volume that was created when using either diffuser. So they're a tie, I guess. So next we'll go on to drying time. So normally it takes me probably about 20 minutes to get to 85 to 90% dry with this diffuser, which for me is a pretty good time frame, because prior to switching over to this hair dryer, I was spending probably close to, if I wanted to get it to 80% dry, it probably would have been 40 minutes for me non-stop working. So drying time on this diffuser was a pretty good upgrade for me. But I think a lot of that had to do with the change of my hair dryer. Because I had a very old, very low-powered hair dryer prior to this. So, for the amount of time it takes me to dry my hair with this, I would say to 85% to 90% dry, it takes about 15 minutes. Now, the biggest thing I feel like that this has a super big advantage on is its size. I can fit half of my head in at a time when I'm drying. I do this now in 3 sections. I do one front half, another front half, and then I do the back. And it is probably 5 minutes per section. It's very quick. I mean, it only cuts off maybe 5 minutes from this one, but it is a time saver. So in terms of saving time or drying time, I have to say this one does win, but only by a hair. And I really just believe it is because it is so massive. So the last one was something I really wasn't expecting to see a difference in at all when it comes to drying my hair. I just didn't think about it. And that is frizz. Now, I've always assumed that when you blow dry your hair, you're going to have some frizz. I mean, you're blow drying your hair. It's going to happen. However, I didn't realize how much frizz I was getting simply because of my diffuser. Now, I feel like that gives away who's the winner, but let me just talk to you about why this Black Orchid is such a frizz fighter compared to this one. Now, briefly, we talked about the construction. Now, as you can see, again, there are holes going straight through. A majority of your hair is getting treated just like you are blow drying your hair straight up without a diffuser on, because so much air is going to be escaping through these center holes here. And that is going to cause a lot of frizz. I mean, that is blowing your cuticles up, that is blowing your hair strands into places that they shouldn't be, and that is going to cause frizz. Because of the construction of this, because there is only this small circle right here in the center that the majority of the air is going to hit and then bounce out of, because there's no way that much air could be escaping right through those little holes, because of the way that it is made to have multiple chambers where the air gets into and then specifically blows air into these fingers, these holes here in the center, these fingers, and this main little center piece here. Because of all this different area that is going to blow dry your hair, this is truly diffusing the air that is coming out of your blow dryer. And I never realized before how important that really was. I have seen such an improvement in the amount of frizz from my hair, and that is without changing products. That is without changing really anything other than this diffuser. And for me, that's amazing. I've never given hair tools that much credit. I always thought it was in the products. I always thought it was in the shampoo, the conditioner, making sure my hair is deep conditioned. How am I going to stop this frizz? Well, I better use a different product. I better pull out my finishing paste. Never once would I have thought I need to get a new diffuser. But now I know that because of this, it has cut the amount of frizz. I also believe that because I only have to diffuse in 3 places, that probably helps. I'm moving my hair a lot less. But I think the biggest thing is the fact, or the way that this is constructed, the way that the air is forced all around this massive diffuser. So you can find this diffuser on Amazon or the Xtava website. I believe it is $14 both places. I can't say for sure on the Xtava website, but I'm pretty sure. I will leave a link down below to Amazon where I bought it from. I purchased this with my own money just so you guys are able to find it easier. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Have you tried a new, different diffuser? Have you seen a big difference or anything like that? Do you want to try this? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you have any questions. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're enjoying my videos in general, I would love for you to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.